It is official. 5-star Savon Haidider, the #1 running back in the class of 2026, has committed to the Michigan Wolverines. And I can't lie, I was kind of getting a little worried that Tennessee would be able to snatch him, or maybe even Ohio State. Georgia was also in the mix as well. But in the end, Savon Haidider has chose the Wolverines, and I could not be happier. The 5'11 and a half, 200-pound running back from Louisa County in Virginia is somebody to really be excited about. And running back coach Tony Alford from Michigan has been pushing for him for quite some time now. And the push for Haidider has finally paid off. When it comes to Savon Haidider, this was a top priority for Michigan, Sharon Moore, and running back coach Tony Alford. And back when Alford was hired at Michigan, Haidider had to say this: "I respect Coach Alford a lot. He's been one of the most consistent coaches in checking on me. He wasn't the running back coach at Ohio State for 9 years for nothing. I think his track record speaks for itself," and it certainly does, because Tony Alford was able to recruit running backs at Ohio State at an elite level for 9 seasons. And now coming over to Michigan, he has been able to do pretty much the exact same thing, and bringing in Savon Haidider is going to be crucial for the success of this Michigan team in the future. Let's break down Savon Haidider. We'll go to 24/7 Sports and we will look at the scouting report from Andrew Ivins. He says he reminds us of Omarion Hampton from North Carolina. Coincidentally, that is a Chip Lindsey running back, now a first-round draft pick, and he's playing for former Michigan coach Jim Harbaugh. Andrew Ivins had this to say right here: "He's a juiced-up running back with star potential for a college football playoff contender, given the mix of his burst, power, agility, balance, and vision." This is somebody that's going to hit the hole with straight explosiveness, and he's also got the ability to make you miss as well. Ivins also said he has dominated the combine, setting 1.52 10-yard splits, 4.12 shuttles, and a 36-inch vertical jump, and he is equipped with ready-to-play mass, as he's already tipping the scales at 200 pounds. He's effective as both an inside and outside runner, as he's quick to chart a course and charge forward. When you look back at a guy like Donovan Edwards, one thing that I worried about with him was the vision never really developed. And when you look at a guy like Savon Haidider and you look at the film, he does have the ability to hit holes. He's got the vision. And Ivins also says he has fast feet that allow him to sidestep trouble, as he frequently dances around would-be tacklers in the backfield and turns negative plays into positive plays. Maybe a little bit of Barry Sanders in him there. His core strength and lower pad level routinely negate arm tackles, while full speed cuts make it even harder for defenders to get him on the ground. You're not going to take this guy down with arm tackles. You're going to have to break down and wrap up, go low on him. You're not going to tackle him with arm tackles. He's a strong running back, but he's also got the explosiveness and speed to go along with it, especially when he breaks through the first wave of obstacles. If you meet him in the open field, good luck. He hasn't caught a ton of passes at the prep level, but he has proven to be a tricky cover at offseason camps and looks to have true 3-down potential, as his physicality will only continue to give him an advantage in pass protection. Overall, he should be viewed as a gifted ball carrier that can be a multi-year impact player on Saturdays and provide valuable minutes as early as year 1, which I fully expect to see out of Savon Haidider. I think there's a chance that Justice Haynes goes pro after year 1, so it would then be Haidider and Marshall. Must avoid setbacks and remain hungry, but profiles as a future NFL draft pick with his size, testing, and feel for the position. When you get a comp to Omarion Hampton, a first-round running back, you have to be thrilled with that, and Savon Haidider is somebody to definitely be excited about if you're a Michigan fan. This guy is as fast as they come. He's as strong as they come. There's a reason he's the #1 running back in the nation. In 2024, he was a Max Preps Junior All-American, All-Central Virginia Player of the Year, VHSL Class 5 All-State Selection. He was a two-way player after transferring into Louisa County. He helped the Lions go 9-3 and reach the regional semifinals of Virginia's Class 5A playoffs. He carried the ball 156 times for 1,698 yards. That's 10 yards per carry, everybody, and 26 touchdowns, also adding 199 receiving yards. Obviously, you want to see Savon Haidider develop as a receiving back, of course, but if he can be a monster in a running game, I think that the pass catching ability will eventually arrive for Savon Haidider. If he can blend the running ability of Blake Corum and the receiving ability of Donovan Edwards, we're talking about a 3-down back you don't have to take him off the field at all. And I think that this is a good segue into the running back position for Michigan. I think over the last couple of years, it's been an emphasis for the Michigan Wolverines to have dominant running backs, a dominant offensive line. And they've gotten that with the likes of Hassan Haskins, Blake Corum, Donovan Edwards, and now you're moving on to some new guys in Jordan Marshall and Justice Haynes. I think that the running back duo this year for Michigan is going to be one of the best that we've seen over the last couple of seasons, because I think we got two explosive running backs who can complement each other very well, and they're extremely selfless. And when you think about a guy like Savon Haidider, all you hear from him is how selfless of a player he is, how humble of a player he is. You don't get the title as the #1 running back for no reason. And I think that Savon Haidider is going to, like I said, make a lot of Michigan fans happy in the future. To have Haidider and Bryce Underwood in the same backfield, you also have Andrew Babalola, who unfortunately did suffer a season-ending injury, but we're talking about a top tackle, a top running back, a top quarterback. Michigan is recruiting very well, and bringing in Savon Haidider will continue to propel them forward and to a dominant juggernaut like we expect them to be. I mentioned it in the previous video. I do believe I am just now returning from a vacation, so hopefully getting back into the content here on the channel. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, I encourage you to leave a like, comment, subscribe. If you support the video, we can continue to do things like this over here on the channel. And I appreciate the feedback and the advice given to me in the comments below. And I will see you guys in the next one. See ya.